Stardew Valley's Desert Festival was added a little over a year ago in Update 1.6. It's a 3-day event held every spring 15th to 17th in the Calico Desert. The festival starts at 10 a.m., but you can only attend if the bus has been repaired. During those days, Sandy's shop is closed. The Desert Trader is still open. You'll also find unique challenges and attractions where you can earn Calico Eggs, a special festival currency you can spend at different shops. Most players don't even step foot into the Desert Festival until year 2, but I wanted to see if it was possible to do it on day 15 of spring year 1. That meant unlocking the community center, finishing 4 bundles, and somehow making 42,500 gold in just 2 weeks. Before we dive into the day-by-day breakdown, here's what needed to be done. Unlock the community center on day 5, complete a bundle in 4 different rooms, earn 42,500 gold to repair the bus, and have enough money to make it over to the desert. In just 15 days, I made over 42,500 gold, repaired the vault, and reached the desert with time to spare. Here's how I did it, step by step. Just like with any day 1 of Stardew Valley, I picked up my parsnip seeds, cleared out some space, and got them planted. I was lucky enough to get a cauliflower and some potato seeds from the mixed seeds I planted, which means I don't have to buy any. I made a chest with 50 wood and dumped everything inside. Then made a quick trip over to the secret forest using the chair glitch to grab a wild horseradish. I grabbed all the spring onions I could since these will be my source of energy until I can start catching chubs. In general, you always want to eat items with the lowest gold per energy ratio. For example, chubs sell for 50 gold, while it provides 25 energy. That's a 1 to 2 gold per energy ratio. Over at Pierre's, I purchased 1 bean starter and made sure to meet everybody in town. If you didn't know, you can actually meet Shane in Joja Mart, even though it says they are working hard and don't notice you. Before the end of the day, I was able to meet everyone except for Willy and the Wizard. Before bed, I chopped down even more trees to make a second chest for fishing tomorrow. In the morning, I immediately ran down to the beach, encountering Willy and getting the fishing pole. I set up my chest and started fishing. With the chest, I can just empty my inventory whenever it gets full, so I don't have to sell anything or head back to the farm. I focus on getting as many treasure chests and perfect catches as possible, since they give more XP than just a regular catch. Plus, the chests have a chance of having gems and ore inside them for extra cash. The ore I can actually use as a substitute for going to the mines. If I can get enough to make 1 of each bar, I can finish the blacksmith's bundle when I unlock it. Once I get a couple of fish, I sell them off to Willy, and replace my rod with the training rod. The training rod is a lot easier to use, but it can only catch basic fish. This will actually help me raise my fishing level faster, since a lot of the basic fish don't move around very quickly and can let me get perfect catches on them. I make sure to fish in bubble spots whenever they appear for more fish. I fish all the way until 1 a.m., dropping off all my fish into chests, and head to bed getting all the way up to fishing level 3. Spring day 3 always has rain, which means I can fish for catfish in the river. Catfish are one of the best fish in spring for XP and for gold, but they are a lot more difficult to catch. Down on the beach, I grab a cockle for the bundle, then sell enough fish to purchase the fiberglass rod and bait. Bait increases the odds of finding fish by 50%, a huge increase. I grab the sea jellies I fished up yesterday and make my way over to the river fishing all day, catching multiple catfish and even getting the mother catch achievement. Since I had no money, I decided to fish until 2 a.m. and pass out in town. I won't receive any penalties for passing out since I only had 1 gold and actually got all the way up to fishing level 5, grabbing the fisher perk increasing fish worth by 25%. In the morning after watering the few crops I had, I made my way back down to the beach, fishing next to Willy. I actually ended up picking up some fire quartz and I thought if I got all the quartz items I might be able to finish a different bundle instead of the blacksmith's one. If not, I can always sell them for 100 gold each. After doing a little bit of research, I learned that the fish in the mountain actually sell for more gold and give more XP. So I moved my setup over there and fished in the bubbles whenever they appeared. Again, passing out at 2 a.m. with no penalties, reaching fishing level 6. Unfortunately, the pet doesn't really matter in this challenge, so I just grabbed my cat Jingles and then harvested the parsnips that grew. Once 8 a.m. hit, I went over to town, meeting Lewis at the community center, and after heading inside, we see my little friends. And since I didn't skip the cutscene, I actually reappear right outside the community center. Heading inside, I try and read the Juno language, and then head over to Clint's, turning in a quest for getting some copper I fished up, and handed him a flower to finish the gift-giving quest for free money. On the beach, I got another item for the crab pot bundle, and spent all my money on more bait. I fished down in the ocean, picking up a diamond and some more artifacts until the bubbles disappeared. Then I went back to the mountains getting some more gold from the treasure chests. Since I had some money, I decided to dump everything in the chests, and made my way to the farm and actually slept in a bed for once, leveling up farming and fishing again. After getting the letter from the wizard, I went down and visited him, gaining the ability to donate to the community center. I donated all the items to the spring foraging bundle, unlocking the pantry and the fish tank. After donating a parsnip, it was back to the mountain lake for more fishing. After almost a whole day, I actually completely filled the chest with fish and artifacts, which was nice. Another day of fishing means another level gained. 2 more levels to go. After a quick visit to Willy in the morning, it was back to the lake again. In the morning of day 8, I was able to craft a furnace from all the copper that I fished up, allowing me to start smelting some of the ores into bars. A quick stop to the beach got me an oyster and 2 crab pots. The only items I need for the crab pots are a few crustaceans and a periwinkle. I placed them in front of Willie's and made sure to bait them. While fishing up some treasure, I actually got the Jewels of the Sea book. This allows me to have a chance of getting roe while fishing up chests. Not particularly useful, but it could be some extra cash if I get lucky. Back to lake, fishing enough to get to level 9 by day 9. I'm basically gaining a level every day with bubbles and the bait I purchased. I crept a scarecrow just in case the ravens decide to be mean, but unfortunately I didn't get anything from the crab pots immediately, so I just rebait them. I turned the clam, cockle, and oyster into the crab pot bundle, then head back to the lake. Luckily, the next morning I got the periwinkle from the crab pots, and now I can move them over to the river for any of the crustaceans. I get that donated and back to the lake I go, getting very lucky with bubbles. I wish I was continuing on this farm out of this challenge, because I've gotten so many artifacts it's unbelievable. But I did however hit level 10 fishing grabbing the angler perk. Now I can start selling all my fish at a really good profit. After grabbing a gold bar I smelted, I went over to the community center and turned in the green bean that grew, and then grabbed a crayfish from the crab pots, turning that in as well. That unlocked the boiler room, letting me donate the gold bar. I purchased 1 single iron ore from Clint's and started selling off all the chests worth of items I've collected. I turned in a potato to the pantry, then turned in a smelted copper and iron bar, finishing up the blacksmith bundle, unlocking the bulletin board. The bulletin board bundles require multiple seasons worth of items, so I'm gonna ignore them for now. With all the fishing and gems I collected, I gained a little over 48,000 gold. That prompted Demetrius to stop by in the morning, but since it didn't really matter, I just grabbed the bat cave like I always do. Since I had some extra money and time, I purchased the iridium rod and actually went over to the lake and caught the legend fish. Now that the cauliflower is grown, I tried to make my way to the community center, forgetting the egg festival was happening. I let Abigail win this time and instead slept the day away. In the morning, I got the cauliflower donated, unlocking the vault bundles. I purchased every single bundle, grabbing a few nice items, and watched my friends dance. After heading to sleep, the Genomas went ahead and fixed up the bus. Since the Desert Festival actually starts today, Pam doesn't actually drive the bus. She left me a note letting me know I'm in charge of driving myself, and Pam, that's exactly what I did. I was greeted with a completely transformed Calico Desert. Tents, banners, and colorful booths were set up all across the sand, giving the whole area a festive atmosphere. There are a bunch of different stalls to check out, each offering something unique. Some sell rare items, others have mini-games, and a few even reward you with festival-exclusive prizes. Once 10 AM hit, the other townsfolk started to show up. Some opened up shops, and others helped me change it to some festive gear. I even got a free cactus. It took 2 weeks of intense fishing, smart bundle choices, and just enough luck from treasure chests, but it worked. If you want to try this yourself, fishing is by far the best strategy. Thanks for watching, and if you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.